Pause Your Paws Dog Training, and today I'm going to show you how to keep your dog from chewing your furniture, bothering you while you're eating dinner, barking incessantly because it wants your attention, laying down calmly, not stealing your slippers, and anything else and any other trouble your dog might possibly get into when unsupervised in your home. So, I have here what is called a Kong ball. This is a Kong, I guess I call it a ball, it's not really round. But this Kong is a classic Kong. This is actually the extra large size. And what a Kong is a red rubber toy that has a huge opening at that end and a little opening at that end. And most people will buy a Kong because they're told to, but they never know how to properly use it. Well, I'm going to tell you how to properly use this tool. The best way to use the Kong ball is to actually use your dog's own food. So the food that you would normally feed him from his bowl. And we're going to stuff the Kong full of his own food, which we've subtracted from whatever portion it is from his food for the day, so that we can make the dog a nice frozen treat to enjoy when we can't directly supervise the dog. So I've removed this portion of food from his daily rationing. I'm going to hold it over my sink because no one likes dog food all over the floor in the house, and I'm going to just gently pour it into my Kong. Just like this. This is just dry kibble. You don't need anything else except the dry kibble to make this work. So we just kind of put in as much in as going to fit. I'm going to kind of pack it in there as tight as it'll go. Push it down in there. Put a little bit more. Push it in. And then just turn on my sink just a little bit. If you turn it on too high, all the food's going to fly everywhere. And then I'm just going to wet my food. Just like this. So you'll notice that water's coming out the bottom because it's got that little hole in the bottom of my Kong. So I'm just going to wet the food enough so that when I put it in the freezer it will stick together. So I just wet my food and you see it there dripping out the bottom of my Kong. I'm going to shake it a little bit so it's not dripping in my freezer. And as soon as all the water has drained out, I will take my Kong, open my freezer. Best place I found is to stick it right in the door. And I will come back and visit that in an hour. Now we've had our Kongs in the freezer for about an hour. My suggestion is that the night before or the meal before you plan on giving your dog the Kong, that's when you freeze them. It might be beneficial for you to actually have 2 Kongs per dog so that you have one on hand when you're ready for the next meal time. You don't have to stuff it and then wait an hour before you give the dog the Kong. So my Kong has been in here an hour now, and what I've created for myself is a Kong Pupsicle where I use just enough water for no food to fall out. So now my happy dog is ready to take his delicious Kong. Come here, Oxford. Good boy. And he will spend the next half an hour to 45 minutes having one piece at a time fall out of his ball. This will prevent him from getting into trouble. My hungry dog will now take his Kong and play with it while eating his food instead of chewing on my furniture, barking at me, kissing the cameraman, or any other trouble he might be able to get into. As each piece falls out, that is the equivalent of reaching down to your dog and handing him a piece of food and saying, "Good boy." Because right now, again, my dog is not chewing the table, he's not jumping on the sofa, he's not chasing the cat, he's entertaining himself and doing something constructive at with his time, while at the same time cleaning his teeth by chewing on the red rubber ball, exercising his mind, which will wear him out and keep him more fulfilled, and eating his own food. Enjoy, Oxford.